What's up, everybody? It's CMP with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1tutorials.com, and today we're going to be looking at how to go about making melodies with chord progressions in mind. And this comes from a question that I got a little while ago from one of my subscribers about they were looking at the music theory section of Studio1tutorials.com. If you guys don't have a subscription to Studio1tutorials.com, it is 50 cents a day. Now in that in this section, I got like 12 videos where I go through using the piano roll and certain easy, very simple, straightforward elements of music theory to be able to create on the spot, beat block, whatever. It's all, once you understand the numbers and the DNA of music, you can do anything at any time. And they're having a problem with the idea of because I go about how to how to use these different chord progressions that all have different feelings to be able to say, okay, I want to make this type of beat. I already know it's this type of chord progression. And there's this site called Hook Theory where you can use to get chord progressions from, and they were noticing that it's in especially like in trap and stuff like that, sometimes the melodies don't, or sometimes the backing music doesn't always have like a block chord progression, something like so. What they wanted to know was if it's just a melody, but someone's describing it as a chord progression, how do you figure that out? Which is a very good question. So, for example, if we take like a basic 1/4 chord progression, right? And if you guys are having trouble following along, you can go to Studio1tutorials.com, get the subscription, and just become so much more well versed with music theory just so quickly. So this is a 1/4 progression where I have the bottom two notes inverted. Now if I was to take these notes, right, and this is the basis, this is the skeleton of the melody, right? And if I was to spread these notes out in such a way, let's see if I did this. I just want to throw a limiter on this so you guys could hear it. 1 second. There we go. So say I created a melody something like, I'm using the scale quantized, just making it easier on us. So this right here. So this this melody right here, you can still, if you're trying to communicate to somebody, especially if somebody like wants to play along with you, like a guitar player or something, you can still say this is, I'm using a 1/4 progression in the key of D minor, because what we're essentially doing here is we're starting off with our chords. This is our first, third, and our fifth, and this is what once the ear hears the first and the fifth and the third together, it's referencing that chord. So then anything that you do after that until you get to your next chord, which is our 4 chord here, this all follows the 1 chord, right? After you get to your 4 chord, this follows the 4. So this is still a 1/4 progression even though you're not just holding out a block chord. So if you're one of these people who are a little bit more advanced and you're looking through different chord progressions and you're trying to figure out how you can get the most of them, try this method. You know, if you're going through hook theory, or you have, you know, different song books where you're looking at different chord progressions and, you know, different songs that you like the you know, the different emotion or sonic landscape of, and you're trying to create your own version of it, this is a really simple way. Just take the chord, deconstruct it a little bit, play with the rhythm, and make it your own. So this is CMP with Craftmaster Productions, Studio1tutorials.com. Keep it simple, don't be basic. If you want to learn more about music theory, go to Studio1tutorials.com. Get yourself a membership. It is 50 cents a day. We'll see you on the next.